If you're wanting to create dewy, luminous, glowy skin, or you have mature skin and you want to have a better idea of what you need to be using in order to make your skin look more youthful, this video is for you. My name is Megan Brown. I'm a professional makeup artist, and before you start thinking she's way too young to be doing a video on mature makeup, let me tell you a little bit more about my experience. I've been a makeup artist since 2010, and I have had many clients with mature skin that say things like, hide my wrinkles, or you've got your work cut out for you, or my skin is so dry, it didn't used to be this dry. Now, there's a reason for that. As we age, we need to add more hydration into your skin with using skincare products that give hydration, but when it comes to makeup, we need to choose products strategically in order to create that shine. Now, if you have mature skin, you want to have a high shine to your complexion, but not with using shimmers. And I know that some of you love your shimmers, and if you do, keep using them. This is just my unique perspective on how to create radiant, dewy looking skin while also still looking more youthful. I'm showing you the exact same steps and process of what I would do more mature skin or someone that's looking to create a dewy, radiant finish with their makeup application. One other key concept I wanted to mention at the beginning of this video is I'm going to be using all cream products, and the best thing about using all cream products is you can always go backwards a few steps if your product happened to travel into places that you didn't want it. So you can always go backwards when you're using creams up until you use powder. Let's go ahead and jump into how I created this luminous, glowy, dewy looking skin. If you are going for a more dewy finish and you want your skin to have a nice radiance to it, we're going to start at the beginning with skincare. I'm going to go ahead and use the Dermatology Daydream Moisturizer, and this is a rich moisturizer with SPF, but it has a high shine to it. So right off the bat, I'm gonna go ahead and start building that shine with every single product as I go. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Dior Forever Glow Veil Primer. I'm going to first start off with applying this on my cheekbones where I want the most shine, and then just start working it on the rest of my complexion. When you want a high shine finish, you can go ahead and feel free to put your primer anywhere that is going to add to that shine. Moving right along, our next step is going to be using a high shine foundation. And today I'm going to be using the Givenchy Prism Libre Skin Caring Glow. If I could bottle this foundation and wear it as a fragrance, I 100% would. I love the way this product smells, and I'm not a big one on products that have a scent to them, but this is like really good. If you're wanting to add more shine and more of that dewy, luminous glow to your skin, you can always add a beauty oil into your foundation. Now, some of them won't be able to mix. It really depends on the formula of your foundation, but if it can mix, you can go ahead and just mix the two products together when applying your foundation from the get-go. As you can see, I have a high shine within my complexion because of everything we've been strategically using along the way so far. Step 4, I'm gonna use my favorite concealer, which is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. It's super creamy, it goes on the skin really well, and I'm gonna apply that mainly around the eyes and just a couple of touch-up placements that I need to get a little extra coverage in. So I'm adding to the overall glow by using all products that are going to continue to create that high shine look. I'm gonna go ahead and continue within my application by using a bronzer, a blush, and an illuminator, all as cream products to again add to the shine. Are you understanding where I'm going with this? Shine within every product to help you get a dewy, radiant effect. I'm using the Danessa Myrix bronzer because it has a little bit of a higher shine. I'm placing it in very strategic placements. And because I'm using all creams, it's really easy to blend because there's so much like slip that's happening from all the cream products being used one after another. Something important to know is that this beauty blender is slightly damp. I could not get any more water out of it, but I did run it under the sink and then rinse it out. Now, if you are using a beauty blender or a foundation brush or anything that you use creams and liquids with, you need to make sure that you're washing these frequently. If you happen to touch one blemish, while you're applying your makeup, you're just gonna be spreading that bacteria on the rest of your complexion. And this is just gonna harbor that bacteria and put it on the next day and the following day until you wash your tools. So keep that in mind when you're using anything like this. Going to use a cream blush with a lot of pigment. That way I only need to use a small amount. It's also about using as few products as possible. It's a cream, it's a higher shine product, so it's just going to add to my overall glow effect. For my illuminating product, I'm wanting just a high shine and not really much color. So what I'm gonna do is use the Westman Atelier Lit Up Highlight Stick. Now, this is mainly just a high shine product, so I'm going to really just focus on putting it on the tops of my cheekbones to give an even higher shine in this placement. This does not have shimmer, and just add any shine where you want to see more shine. If you're enjoying this video and you're new here, go ahead, subscribe, like, and comment below and let me know what tip has so far been your favorite that you're going to plan on implementing right away. As our final step with wrapping up complexion to create a high shine, dewy, radiant skin finish, I'm gonna set with a very minimal amount of loose powder. Now, the reason why we need to use loose powder is for one, longevity, but we also want to keep the products that we've applied, keep them in place, because anything around our eyes is going to have a tendency to travel, gravitate towards fine lines and wrinkles. So we want to just make sure that that is set in place and it's not gonna go anywhere. Powder is going to mattify your skin, so you really have to be careful with using a very small amount. And best rule of thumb, like anything within makeup, is less is more. You can always add more, but you really can't take away. So be really, really careful with how much loose powder you use when setting your makeup. Now, I always tap the area out before I set it with loose powder, and I'm gonna start applying a little bit of loose powder and really only apply it in my T-zone. Anyone with more mature skin is going to want to avoid using a lot of powder and only hit very key places in order to maintain that really radiant glow. If for some reason you felt like you applied too much powder, what I would then suggest is having some kind of setting spray. I'm not necessarily going to be using the setting spray to create the longevity because we just did that with the loose powder, but if I am too matte in a couple of places, it's almost going to create the illusion that I've been wearing this makeup for a couple of hours and everything's kind of settled in versus looking super fresh. This is the Makeup Forever Miss and Fix. So once again, take a look at how dewy and radiant my skin is. Overall, I have a high shine. If I wanted to add more shine to that, I could always go back with the Westman Atelier product and tap on top of where my other products have already been applied. I'm gonna finish my makeup and wrap up this video. All right, here is my completed look. You can see I have a very high shine overall with my makeup. I did keep my eye makeup matte, but if you're wanting your eyes to look more youthful, then I would suggest using matte products. Matte as in no shimmer products, by the way. If you like this video and you want to be able to implement it into another look, go ahead and check out my 7-minute makeup routine. This routine is quick and simple, and you can take everything you learned from this video and apply it into that video to still get a nice radiant, dewy finish with your makeup. If this video was helpful for you and you plan on implementing these steps, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you, and I'll see you soon. Okay, this is a closer look with my lighting that I was just using for the entire video, so you can really see how luminous and glowy my skin is. Here is a closer look at my skin and the glow that I've created with this look, and I am just standing in front of my window. All right, this is a closer look at my skin outside. However, it is 7 o'clock at night and overcast. You can kind of see the shine to my complexion. You can see what it looks like with outdoor lighting, but you know, it is what it is.